Hi friends, Dini here. In this video, I will be talking about, or I will be showing the setup for my Greensboro Science Center flower wall, or the Sunflower and Roses paper flower wall. So this will always be one for the books for me, just because every paper flower wall, just because they're handmade, or I really made them. So there will always be like a special story for me. So for this one, this was the project that I traveled from Rochester, New York to Greensboro just to, deliver to finish this project. So what happened was, so I got this project during the start of 2021. So I joined like a semblance of a trade show. This was like my thrust into networking locally because by the end of 2020, I was able to set up my first paid paper flower wall for a wedding, and then I really enjoyed it. So it's like during the start of 2021, I vowed that I really want to do this. More. So I joined, again, trade show. I joined a trade show, and then I was able to market there. That was where I got the lead for this project. And for this project, it was a complete one. So it's like I will be having the wall. I will also be creating the bouquet for the bride, the boutonnieres, even the cake flowers. So it was a full project. So it was like, really big for me. And then by a few weeks later, I know it was weeks because I think it was like end of January or like mid-February when my husband surprised me. I had a job offer, like I was accepted for this. I really like this company and we're moving to Rochester, New York. Yeah. But it's like I had like 3 weddings booked for the year. Of course, it's like compared to like I'm not the breadwinner. My husband is, so he like earns like 20 times more than my gig. So it's like, okay, I have no choice but to follow, of course. So my compromise was just, okay, so for the next 2 weddings, I'm gonna stay in North Carolina, and then for the Greensboro one, because it was in September, so I will just drive. It's like I was like, okay, let's do this, let's try. So I will just drive from Rochester to Greensboro, and that's what I did. So yeah, and this was also memorable just because I needed. So I discussed this more in my step number 2. So if you wanna watch the whole series, then click the overview here. But if you just wanna know the story behind, then it starts on step number 1. Sorry, step number 1, but the tail end of the video. Anyhow, so the challenge there was I need to set up in 1 hour. That was also like got me thinking, how can I set up in 1 hour? So okay, check out the video, so the answer is there. But I was able to set up. It was a very memorable wedding, and they kept the flowers, which is okay for me because it's like in our when we moved to Rochester, we just had an apartment, like a relatively small apartment, so I don't really have the space to keep the flowers, so it's okay for them to keep it. Yeah, so that's the story, or the special story behind the Greensboro paper flower wall. Yeah, if there's one thing that I would have changed, I would have charged more for my paper flower walls, because like back in North Carolina, for one 8 by 8 feet flower wall, I charged like $450 to $500, which is so low. Most especially if they're gonna keep it. So that's I charge low for these projects. But yeah, that's the good thing. When we moved here in Rochester, I'm able to charge more now. I know how to charge more. So anyhow. So that's my Greensboro paper flower wall. I really love it. Let me know what you think in the comments.